Aloha, everyone, and welcome to another edition of City Rainbow with myself, Neil, Molokai Mystic, and my sidekick over here.
Nik with my angels.
And we have a special guest, our no nonsense intuitive, Gail Alexander, is with us again. So, whoop, whoop, whoop. We have our Gail with us. So, get ready for some no nonsense readings. Today, I wanted to take a moment to say thank you to everyone who joined us for our Rainbow Wisdom with Archangel Raziel class. And hope that you all enjoyed him and getting to know him. And I really hope that you guys are all taking the time to bond and receive that divine wisdom. And there's also another thing I wanted to say. Um, Facebook has been doing some muting of our replays of our live streams. So apparently we are on their radar. So you guys, please take the time to subscribe to the YouTube channel just in case, for whatever reason, a mystery develops and we're not on Facebook for whatever reason. So subscribe to the YouTube channel on live. And if you don't find us on our regular stations on Facebook, check out the YouTube channel. We'll probably be there. Um, Nick, is there anything else we need to say? Oh, I also want to say, let us know where you guys are from. So if you are from Florida, put Florida. If you are from the UK, put the UK. Let us know where our audience is coming in from. That would be great. And again, say hello. If you want a card, put it in the chat. You will get put on the list. We will go as long as we can. Just a heads up, okay? You guys know when we start. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we start going live. Now, in the future, there might be days, because life happens, guys, where we're going to cut the show short. So, you know when we start, jump on, ask for a card, say hello. But there are going to be times coming up in the future where we may not stay on for everyone's readings. Just wanted to give everybody a heads up on that. And Gail has seen you a couple of times here. We've always enjoyed having you as a guest. I wanted to give you the
That's because I'm
opportunity.
no nonsense and I make your show go faster.
There we go. We're going to have you on more often. Everybody gets a reading. um, but I wanted to ask you, what's going on in your world? What's the next topic for your metaphysical show? What specials do you have? You know, what's happening with your mandalas? There's just so much about her that I just want to get it all in, guys.
With the mandalas, I've just been creating some for the world and posting those. So TikTok and Instagram, no nonsense intuitive. And I have a special on readings right now, 40 minutes for $20. No, 20 minutes for $40. Let me get that right. 20 minutes for $40, which is pretty discounted from what I normally charge for readings. And I too have a podcast on YouTube, All Things Metaphysical. I had to think what the name of it was. All Things Metaphysical Podcast with Kelly and Gail. We talk about any and all things metaphysical, and that is Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Central.
All right. So they can find you on your link tree. They can find all of your links, correct?
Correct.
All right, cool. So, guys, you guys want to book a session with her? She's got a special going on, $40 for 20 minutes. That's a lot of no nonsense in 20 minutes, guys. So check that out. That's a really, really good offer. You guys got to see her mandalas. If you haven't seen them already, please check them out. They are very energetically powerful. Okay. I'm always in awe of her mandalas. Um, let's see. Yeah, thank you. Okay, see, Nick is on it. She's got your link tree link right there. You guys can follow her everywhere just by hitting that link tree link. And if you haven't already, join her private group From Fear to Freedom. Okay, she's got the metaphysical podcast with her good friend co-host Kelly, and they talk about everything. You guys can ask questions in the comments, and just check it out. Hang out for a while, guys. You want to know more about metaphysical? Check her out. So, all right, Nick, we've got some people on the list already. Are you ready, Freddie?
I'm ready.
All righty.
We
So
have
we've got Gail's name on the rainbow wheel today. And again, guys, let us know where you're coming from. Where are you at? What part of the world are you visiting us from? Hi, Andrea. So is Andrea's our first one?
no.
No?
MK is our first one.
Alrighty.
And
MK.
MK specifically said, I would love to have a reading from you. And that is when you were introducing Gail. So
Oh,
if someone asks specifically for Gail, do you think we can go without the wheel?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We'll just showcase and spotlight our Gail.
All right, so today I am using the first deck of cards I ever bought. These cards just always have spoken to me. They're called the Crystal Ally cards, so they have a word and a crystal that you need to work with. Imagine that, a deck with crystals that I like. All right, so MK, 2 cards popped out for you. So the challenge for you right now is spontaneity and to just be able to be like a little kid with seeing the world and not have so much pressure or obligation or fear. So that's, and calcite is the stone associated with this car. And you can see there's a lot of fire around it. So there's a lot of passion that you need to start to let out and stop pushing back down. And then when you do that, your connection to spirit is going to get much stronger. So you need to be able to be spontaneous, to go with the flow, and to live in the present moment. And then your connection with spirit and Danny Bright is the crystal is going to be much, much stronger. And you'll start to get more messages and more things will start to come through.
And she says, yes, okay.
Thank
All right.
you. Thank you, Gail. And MK said she was talking about a private one. So she would like
Ooh.
also a private.
Yeah, just you can message me. If you go to my website, which is gail-alexander.com, you can contact me through there.
All right.
Because this special is not on my website. It's just something I do periodically.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Carrie is next.
Ooh. Real, looks like there's a lot of names and there's just 3 of us.
It's going to be one of these nights again, huh? All right, Carrie. I guess everyone's getting 2 cards, So Carrie, the first card that came up for you is fire, is what's burning inside you that you need to start to let out, what's really causing you to pay attention, that really wants to have that passion ignited, because I feel like you have a dream that you're not living, and it keeps trying to get you to live that dream. And then if you do that, oh, so cool, you get to have lots of self-knowledge and lots of new ways of learning things and being really powerful in who you are. But first, you have to let that fire out and let that passion out for the world. And then the card associated with self knowledge is Lapis, which is all about intuition and connection to, I don't know if you resonate at all, but there's some past lives in Egypt you might want to pay attention to.
You just got to give what you get.
Well, that's lapis is so associated with ancient Egypt, and they always had it in their headpieces and wore it around their throats. So,
Gotta get me some lapis lazuli or whatever it's called.
Lapis lazuli.
I said it right? Oh my
Is that
God.
right?
Um, Gabby wants a reading specifically from you, Neil.
Oh, from me.
Yeah, I mean, she asked for a reading here and then she specified from you.
Okay, Gabby girl. All right. And then I see Ruth is saying, "Hello, how are you? If drawn, very much appreciate a reading. Very needed." Oh, okay. You are on the list, Ruth.
I'm adding you to the list.
Gabby, Gabby, Gabby.
MK, I saw your comment. If at the end we will pick a card from Brian for you.
Ah, nothing about the way the letters are printed. I always get confused. Okay, so you receive mercy, Gabby. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to all living things. What you give, you also receive. So, this is not only about you being merciful to yourself, but remembering that when we offer from our heart and we give to others from our heart space, it is returned. There is that infinity. It will flow back to you, not necessarily from the same person you offered it to, though. Okay. So remember, when you give from your heart, you're giving from the energy of love, and it is from that energy of love that it will be returned from you, not necessarily from the same situation or from the same person, but the universe will bring it back to you. So remember, when you're giving, to give from the heart, give from the state of mercy towards others. My birthday was last Saturday, the 16th of July. Well, happy birthday, Gab. Um, but give yourself mercy and bring in that energy of mercy in everything you do, especially your projects. I think when you're putting your true self into your projects, when you're working on them, this is the energy that the other people will receive it in. So when you're giving your energy into a project that you're working on and it is filled with that appreciation and compassion, this is what people will receive when they receive your project. I have a hard time doing that. Allow yourself the mercy and allow yourself to give in the energy of the mercy. But remember, the universe will bring it back to you, not always from the same source that you gave it to, but from what you gave it from, which is that energy of divine source. Okay. Take your time, be merciful, and honor your human. Okay, it's okay to be human sometimes. You know? Do you see anything moving forward, such as my script getting picked up? Your script is in the works. Okay. I think when you are putting your script out there, I feel like it is something that needs to go out there, but be patient. Be very patient with it. Don't feel like you have to control it. What you put into your script will be received by the correct people. So allow yourself the opportunity to discern on your different options as to who actually does pick up the script and give yourself some space on that. Um, Gail, are you picking up anything on her script? She's been working on this script for a while, and she's been uh, presenting the proposal to people. She's been meeting people with it, but it's not quite in that flow yet. It's important what she has going on, but it's not getting picked up yet.
That's because some things in the world need to settle first. We're in a huge state of transition and flux right now. In the next 3 to 6 months, you will see a lot of movement with it, but things have to settle down, especially in the United States right now. So, 3 to 6 months.
Give yourself some compassion and patience with it. Don't worry, divine timing is always divine. Thank you, Gail.
Mhm.
Um, Neil, you have a lot of echo. I
Okay,
think it's coming from you. Do you have anything open?
no, but I'll mute.
No.
She's telling me to shut up, guys.
Michelle is asking for Gail specifically.
Okay. Such a big deck of cards makes it harder to shuffle. It's always good to go back to the beginnings every now and then, right? That's why I picked this deck today. So, Michelle, the first card that came up for you is grounding. You like to play in the ethers and stay up there and not really be a part of the earth and really grounded in everything that's going on in the earth, because then you start to feel everything and it's very overwhelming. So you make a conscious decision not to do that. But in order to manifest the things that you want to bring in, you have to be more grounded. So even if you just put tethers on so that you are connected to the earth, you don't have to fully be on the earth, but you need to be connected in some way. And then the second card is intention. It's kind of cool, is letting your passion out for the world. And the card, let me try that again in English. God, sometimes it comes back through so fast, my mouth doesn't move right. Topaz. And in this case, golden topaz, not blue topaz, but golden topaz, to really open everything up and allow everything to flow. So first you have to get grounded, and then everything will start flowing. So smoky quartz and golden topaz.
Thank you.
Yep. So weird when my mouth, like the information comes faster than my mouth will move.
Sherry.
And by the way, Gabby and Michelle both say thank you, Gail.
You're both very welcome. All right, let's see. So the first card is self-knowledge. And back to that lapis lazuli, that intuition is really starting to pay attention to messages that you are trying to give yourself. Your higher self or soul self is trying to communicate with you, but there's some fear in letting the messages really come through because you're afraid of what's going to happen, or that your gifts are going to open up too much and you're not going to be able to manage it. So for you, they're saying maybe just take 5 minutes a day and just say, okay, these are the 5 minutes that I'm going to be fully open and fully present. Start giving me messages. If it becomes too overwhelming, you can tell them to stop at any point. And then the second card is release, aquamarine. And so again, it's letting go of these old messages that you got growing up about who you were and starting to embrace who you really knew you were, but weren't allowed to be till now. So you have to release the old paradigm and what you thought and messages that you got from your family and fully move into the new paradigm of who you're really supposed to be now. It was kind of deep.
Yeah. Kathy Smith.
Somebody else's turn.
And Sherry says, "Oh my, I have chills." Okay, Katie Smith.
Isn't that what a good reading does? Like a good reading is somebody who doesn't really know you, who gives you this information that kind of rocks you at your core because it's the messages that you really need to be hearing, but you're not letting them break through themselves.
True.
That's always been my kind of definition of a good reading.
Yeah, I
You're
love
you're
it when
so
I get.
right, because especially when you know the person,
Mhm.
it's not the same, because you know they know you, so you don't take the message like
I've been known to make a lot of people cry in readings. That's never my intention. It's just when something is really true and it really resonates, you oftentimes you can't stop yourself from crying because it's a release. Apparently, I'm very talkative today.
that's a good thing.
Mm. So this is a cutie pie here. I pulled a card from Archangel Animals, and you received Hedgehog, and he's just the cutest little guy. And it's be a magnet for light, love, and joy. And Archangel Gabriel is stepping forward to help you with this. And if you notice, when I think of the hedgehog and I'm looking at this picture, you know how you get those Velcro balls and it picks up all of the lint? It just like attracts everything to it. That's what I think of when I see the hedgehog. But you see this hedgehog's the heart space is like totally lit up, and it is being that magnet for all of this divine energy to come forth, and being allowing yourself, being in the energy of allowing yourself to receive this energy, knowing that when we shine our light, we are reflecting to other people as well the divine that's in them as well. And they see this and they remember it. Their soul remembers this love, light, and joy. So you're doing it twofold. It's as if you have a double mission here. Not only to allow yourself to bring in the energy of love, light, and joy, but also as you fill yourself with this, you are reflecting to others the memory of who their divine self is. And they're also going to be drawn even more so to you because of this, because they're hungry for it. They are remembering who they are and seeing this reflection off of your light reminds them, and they're going to come closer and closer. So you have this double mission right now, is to allow yourself to be filled, allow yourself to receive, but also to keep shining. Self-love ripples outward. So allow this journey to be a double mission for you. Step into this love and light, reflect this love and light, and be the lighthouse that you're meant to be.
Kate is saying this is my daughter.
This is my daughter.
So I think you were reading to Kate's daughter.
Oh, coolness. Thank you.
Okay. And
Hi, Anne. And Sherry says, confirmation, Jen, about what we were talking about this morning. So I love when you guys are having conversations in the comments, and I love that you received confirmation. She's very welcome. Kate.
All right, Anne, let's see what two cards pop out for you today.
Was I still echoing?
All right, Anne, so the first card that came up for you is action, is taking steps that you really need to take. And it's really interesting because the stone associated with this card is carnelian. And carnelian is all about who you are in the world. So you're starting to take steps to fully put yourself out into the world with who you're supposed to be. And they want me to say it's time to do that. So don't second guess yourself. Now is the time that that's actually supposed to happen. And then the second card was love, rose quartz. And so to have compassion and kindness for yourself, is it going to go perfectly? No. Are there going to be bumps in the road? Yes. That doesn't mean you're not on the right path. Each time there's a little bump or a speed bump is a chance for your soul to grow stronger and to overcome those things. So you're going to need those bumps as you take action to practice self-love in this case.
A beautiful message. I love it. Thank you, Kate, for the message from your daughter. Echo, I added you to the list. Welcome back home, Carla. Okay, Cindy.
And Anne says, thank you.
Cindy, your message is, oh, I am echoing too, right?
A little bit.
Your message is give back. Today is the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It is about giving back without any thoughts or expectation of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirits, as it's highly likely that someone really needs it today. And what I'm getting for you from this card, Cindy, is I am feeling that I'm feeling a situation that you have, like someone is needing your help and you are not, like you feel like you don't have the resources to help this person. You know that this person needs help. You know that they are asking for your support, and you know that you don't have the means or the the tools, the necessary tools to help. But the message I'm getting for you is that we often imagine the help we can give to others as something big, as fixing their situation, fixing their lives. But the help is just to stand by them, to stay with them and walk by their side with what they are going through. So, whoever this person is, I feel like it's not a family member. I feel like it's maybe a colleague or a friend, not even a very close friend, because I don't feel that the relationship is a close one. But this person needs you just to walk by their side. So don't think like, I can't help, so to leave the person alone. Just say, I'm there is enough. Just saying, I am here to listen is enough. And I'm sure, like everybody else, you have needed help in the past. Just remember the people who stood by your side, how important it was for you, how important it felt to just have someone ask you, how are you doing? So we feel helpless sometimes in bad situation when someone is going through something hard, So it's easier for us to close our eyes. This is a call for you not to close your eyes. Even if you don't have the tools, just don't close your eyes and stand by their side.
So can I share one thing? Because your spirit team has a sense of humor because the whole time Nikki was talking, they kept singing, I Got the Power. I want to listen to that song.
You're so welcome, Cindy.
So I just want to say welcome home, Carla Welsh. I'm so glad you are on your way home. She has been in the hospital, so continued healing for your journey. So I'm glad you get out of the hospital. And Kaylee, I added you to the list. Cindy says, thank you for the song, Gail.
You're welcome.
Hi, Helen.
Hi, Helen.
Then you receive Break the Chain. Ancestral patterns, healings, rewriting the future. So this is a call inward. This I'm not feeling like this is validation. I feel like this is an actual call for you to go inward, to discern the patterns in your life, realizing that as you become aware of the patterns that are no longer serving you, what you are doing is you are breaking the chain. You are breaking the chain from past ancestral past lives, and you're healing the future so that this type of stuff doesn't have to keep getting repeated. Remember when you're taking a look at these things, when these things come into your awareness for you to break the chains, for you to realize this is something I can release. It doesn't serve me anymore. Completely break the chain. Allow yourself to release these patterns and say, what are the tools that I've gained from it? Take those strengths and release what doesn't serve you with thanksgiving, because these patterns were created for you in generations past, could be past lives, could be in this life as a child, but they serve your ancestors for a divine purpose in that moment. So when we release old patterns, we say thank you. We take from that lesson the tools, the strength to help us in our now and in our future. And by doing this with love and appreciation, we cut that tie. It no longer serves us, therefore we say thank you and we transmute it only into the strength of that lesson. We bring that forth and we in turn heal the future generations. So this is a call for you to step forward and go inward. All of these people in this line, they were repeating, cycle of energy. You've come to a place now where they're saying you have long enough to step into the awareness to break this chain. Why? Because you're ready. You're strong enough and you've come to a place where I've learned the lessons. So when it presents to me again, I'm not starting over, I'm starting from experience. I can release it and I can heal myself, my present, and the future. Go within. Go inward and upward for the answers you seek. You got this. Yes, ma'am.
Would it be okay if I gave Carla a message? Because they won't stop saying it in my head.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
So, Carla, I don't know you, but the message that I got is part of the reason you're on your way home right now is because your soul made a decision and you made a decision to stay. So, healing is going to happen much faster now as you get home because you actually made that decision while you were in the hospital and sick. And so it seemed for a while like things weren't going to get any better, things weren't going to improve. And then all of a sudden it took a major turn. And that's when you made the decision. So I'm just really proud of you for making that decision because there was a lot for you to overcome to do that. And so just know that you have a lot of support on the other side that's helping you. And it wasn't your time to go yet. So you're here for a while.
That's nice. I have chills. Thank you, Gail.
It seemed important.
It is.
Thank you for that. Of course, it's important because they weren't going to let me not say it. So I turned my fan off. Is that helping? No.
Not really.
Okay, I'll mute.
I don't know what it is.
It's
No,
not,
it's me.
it's not that bad. It's just a little bit.
Yeah, it's me too. So I don't know what it is.
It's our energy. You know, when we three get together, all of our energies, it's just like technology. It's vibrating.
Got the whole Trinity thing going on with the three of us. Come on. Even
Exactly.
like how we're on the screen.
Says thank you so very much. Capital letters, explanation point. And Shelly is another one. We've been sending healing for. It's doing much better. Okay, Shelly.
Tracy and Melanie, I'm adding you to the list.
Got a flyer. Picked by the divine. Of course, picked by the divine. You got the love. Okay, eyeballs. Um, Codependency and boundaries. Hardarian energy. So where are you spreading yourself in with this love energy? You've got the love and you're giving it all away. Remember to focus on you. Right now, you're in a healing, physically, you're in a healing journey. And even when we are at a standstill, I find for myself, okay, personal message here, I find for myself is when I'm at a standstill is when I tend to tap into everybody's needs. And I forget my own. I'm at a standstill, so my energy is like, well, okay, where am I got to go? And I know right now you are in this sacred pause. And they're saying, remember why you're in this sacred pause. Love on yourself. A lot of times when we are walking forward and say we get injured as we are walking forward, that's the universe saying, okay, we need some rejuvenation time. We need some integration time. We need time for a sacred pause. And in that sacred pause, you make it sacred by bringing in that love. You have love. They're saying, don't wear it thin. You're looking everywhere to everyone and sharing it all, bringing yourself back home, centered, and allow this sacred pause to truly be a rejuvenating healing for you right now.
It's going to be one of those days, guys. Sorry. Um,
It's all
also,
good.
Shelly, you need to remember that you're an empath and that different situations are going to cause you to feel different ways and you're going to take in people's energy in different ways. A great thing for you to do when you leave social situations is to clear yourself and say, I want to release anything that really isn't mine, because it will really help you with healing and moving forward, because you're carrying and transmuting other people's stuff that you don't need to. Going along with what everything that Neil said.
Thank you. Good reminder. We forget that.
Sorry, they're very talkative today. They're just.
I love it. They're like, yeah. And Shelly says, okay, thanks, Gail.
Or I would like a message from Talking to Heaven. Do you want to go for it? Neil?
Me?
Do you want to go for it? Oh, you have it, Gail. Okay, then we'll go for the wheel.
Nellie says, so much gratitude. I love it. She knew. She was grabbing the deck. She knew.
It's like I know stuff. I should preface that. One of my friends, when she asks me questions all the time, she's like, it's like you know stuff. All right, Aura, let's see. So the first card is I am with the rest of my family. And so just remember that even though they might not be here on the physical plane, doesn't mean that they're not here. Because the veil is so thin right now, it's so easy for people to get messages and to communicate. The thing that oftentimes gets in our way is it's hard when they come and see us and communicate with us and then they leave again. That's really hard for us to do as humans. So maybe just giving yourself permission to feel them and to hear their messages and to know that they're there. And then the second card is there is no such thing as death, which is what I just said. So just know that they're all around you. They're trying to communicate with you often, but they don't want to do anything that's going to cause you more pain. So you need, boy, they don't want me to get this out. You need to say out loud, I'm open to hearing you and feeling you again. I'll be okay. It's safe. And then you'll start to get more messages and feel them around more often.
He says, you must be psychic, Gail.
Yeah.
You met Julie in class.
Amongst other things.
Okay. Ruth?
Aura says, thank you, Gail. Love it.
My pleasure. Oh, one other thing, Aura, is if you start to see coins and stuff on the ground, just know that that's messages from your family. I guess I'm going again.
Yes, you are.
All right, Ruth. All right, Ruth, so your first card is release, and the stone associated with it is aquamarine. And also to think about water, and that water is very transmuting. So whether you take showers, whether you take baths, it's really important while you're doing those things to let everything that's not yours flow out. You need that release, because if you don't start to release the stuff, you're going to get physically ill. And I don't think that you want to do that, because you're carrying too much that's not yours and trying to help too many people. And right now, you really need to focus on you, or you're going to unfortunately have some consequences of doing that. And unfortunately, for some of us, that's the only way we learn, is that it's trial and error. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe I took all this on for everybody again. And it's time to really decide what's yours and what's other people's, and what you want to let go of and what you want to hold on to. And that to realize that you're very talented, and that you have a lot of gifts and a lot of abilities, and you're just starting to remember and relearn how to use them. And so it can be very overwhelming right now. And the stone associated with this one is rhodonite, which is also about love. So.
Me and Neil are playing. I put a comment, she takes it away.
I'm just along for the ride.
Okay. Kate Katerina.
So Ruth says, thank you so very much. So appreciated. Very on point. 100%.
You are very welcome.
I will let go of the mouse. Don't yell at me with that look.
I don't yell at you. Stop playing the victim. Oh,
I didn't do that.
didn't you? Master manipulator.
Stop playing the victim.
Kate, you got the card, the owl. Listen to the messages of the angels. Archangel Bhakti. I think you know already that you are psychic. You know already that you have a strong connection with your guides, and you do listen to the messages, you do follow the guidance. But this is just a reminder for you to follow, like to listen, and to I think what I'm feeling, Kate, because I know that you are already in connection with your guides and with the angels, but what I'm feeling is the need and the call for some sort of a routine, like to have some sort of a routine with your, like to do some, I'm trying to find the word, like to have like a specific moment every day to follow a certain not procedure,
Routine.
Yeah, but I'm not exactly routine, but to have something specific that you do with them every day, to connect with them, because I feel like they want to give you a certain mission, a certain guidance, a specific one, different than what you are already doing. And for this, you need to have more connection and more like it's more like scheduled time with them, to be consistent with scheduled time with them and show that you are committed to that scheduled time so that they can communicate the bigger plan and do this bigger mission. It's like this, the commitment you have with them is a bit loose now, and I feel like they want you to be more consistent. That is the word I wanted. To
So,
be sorry?
can I just add one thing?
Yeah, sure.
Because when I saw the owl card, this also has to be in the evening because your defenses are less in the evening. And then they said daily practice.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Mm.
Maybe I should take this advice too, because I do my normal routine with them in the morning, and I am always like in a hurry when I do it because I need to start working. I have so much to do. Maybe if I switch it to the night, I would be more relaxed with my time, with my all the other stuff finished,
Maybe
maybe.
it's both. Maybe you need that check in the morning to feel a sense of direction and purpose. And then maybe it's just re-checking in the evening to see how everything went.
Thank you. Okay. Andrea asked a metaphysical help, and she asked specifically for Gail.
Okay. I gave you some feedback on Saturday, right? I think, right? That was you?
Yeah.
She wasn't on camera.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 That was Andrea, right?
And Kaylee, I am watching your comments. Ha ha ha. Okay. She's
Don't
laughing.
don't be very nice, Gail, with Andrea. She's teasing me. It's been a few days, so just saying.
You can be nice
So
to
the
Andrea.
first card is love. And in this case, for you too, it's also about that self compassion kind of love and accepting yourself. And the biggest thing for you that they really want to focus on is self forgiveness and extending yourself some grace because you're really hard on yourself. And you kind of, most people would never say that about you though, because most people who would know you would say that you're very kind and compassionate because you are to everybody else, but not to yourself. So, really looking at, and the best way that I found to do this, if you had to imagine a mini you following you around all day, saying out loud what you said to yourself in your head, how would you feel? After 10 minutes, I'm like, get the duct tape. But we're so unaware of the messages that we're saying to ourselves over and over again. So really start to pay attention to that because that's really affecting you. And then your second card is wind. And that's just learning to listen to the subtle things that are happening because you don't really want a huge windstorm. You want it to be more subtle and to start paying attention to the directions that you're being kind of pushed along on the path a little bit. So.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And metaphysically speaking, you need to start using your voice more because you don't say the things you really want to say because you're afraid of how other people are going to react. So to really just start putting stuff out there, and if you're afraid of how people are going to react, ask it as a question. It's a great disarmer. Just like if well, how would you feel if this came up for you? What would you do with that, as opposed to saying, "Oh my God, you're doing blah 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 blah." Little trick.
Another
I'm
message
going to
for you.
transfer over to my iPad. I'm going to transfer over to my iPad while Gail's giving Trisha a reading because it's It's
you're
not
breathing
connecting
all
now
the
for me. I shall return.
They're singing the song in my head because they think this is funny, so I'll share it with all. They're singing the song. This girl's on fire on my head right now. Live without the soundtrack today. All right. This is a popular card today. First card is release. I did shuffle, but it is something, and especially with the full moon that we just had, it was all about karmic releasing. And we're still in the last few stages of that. So it's a really important time to release and to see yourself in a safe place for you as you're doing that releasing. Because a lot of times you don't feel safe. So whatever that's going to look like for you to create a safe space for yourself so you can let go of things, that would be great. And then the cool thing is then your life force starts to come back and you start to have more energy and things really start to move and you're going to start to feel more empowered and more like yourself than you've felt in years. So if you can get through the releasing, which is going to be a difficult thing to do, then your life force starts to come back and you're going to start to have so many ideas of so many different things you want to do and different directions you want to go. And the stone associated with that is ruby. Hope that was helpful.
Was ruby, I mean, no, I was going to say ruby is a grounding stone, right?
Uh-huh. Because in order for our life force, like if you look at Kundalini energy, like in the yoga traditions, it comes from the grounding up. It doesn't come from the top down. So you have to be fully grounded in order for your life force to really flow.
Okay.
You are very welcome.
Helen?
Okay, Helen. Sorry, it was not my intention for this to become the Gail show today.
I'm loving
They all love you and they are choosing you. So we're happy about that. Even the wheel is choosing you.
And Andrea, am I still echoing?
No, you're much better.
All right, Helen. Yeah. The card for you, which we haven't gotten this one yet today, is Personal Truth, Amazonite, which is a really cool green stone. When we think about personal truth, most people would think about their voice, but for you, this is your heart, and that your heart has been a little closed. And this is the time for you to really discover how full your heart really is and how much that you really have to give yourself and to others. And then by doing that, there's the card of the day, you're going to end up doing more releasing because your heart, there's parts of your heart that have been closed down. I'm going to just say this because it's what's coming through. There was something that happened in your childhood that caused you to close part of your heart down. And you think that your heart is fully open, but it's not yet. So it's doing the releasing of whatever that trauma was, so that your heart can fully open and then you can speak your personal truth and fully be that out in the world. So I hope that that makes sense. But it seems like a pretty major event from childhood for you. Let me know if I was anywhere near in the ballpark with that, because I know that was a little out there. So.
And Andrea had a question. You saw her comment. You guys are on opposite sides. That's a first.
For your throat, I always like anything light blue is really good for the throat. I really like Larimar, but Angel Light could be really good. Soda Light that's really light blue or has a lot of white in it could be really good. Blue Kyanite could be really good for your throat. Whatever you really resonate with, but any of those stones could be really good for your throat.
Thank you, Gail.
Hmm.
Carla. Carla, are you still here? Because she said she's on her way home. Just checking. While we're waiting for Carla to answer, we'll give a reading to Corinne.
Andrea says, "Oh, sorry, I should have specified for the forgiveness part of the conversation."
I would actually balance one of the light blue stones, and then I would just add rose quartz with it.
Yes, Tina, you are on the list. And Lydia, you are on the list.
And Andrea says, "Awesome, I have some cool."
Anyone who knows me knows I love crystals.
Really? I'm glad. I'm glad because I don't know crystals very well.
Oh, Corinne, you have my favorite card. You have the elephant. Burdens. I accept your help. And I will read the message. Change me, divine beloved, into one who gratefully receives all help you send. Let me release the useless idea that I must carry the burden alone. Let me trust that you send the right assistance. May I feel worthy and accept it. Yes, I love elephants too. And the message, Corinne, for you is that we often feel that like we are carrying the burden of the world on our shoulders. And we always say that we don't have help, we don't have help. But in a matter of fact, we do have help if we accept it, if we are open for it. Like we think we don't have support and we believe we don't have support, but because we don't trust that people who are offering support are there to support us. So we don't allow them to support us. We don't trust that the help they are offering is enough or is for our highest good. So the message for you today is to trust that the support you are getting is an answer to your prayers, is an answer to your needs. Be open to receive and listen to your intuition, and you will know when to follow the guidance and when to not follow an advice that you receive. Accept the help of fellow humans, your friends, your family, because sometimes we ask for help from the angels, we ask for help from God, and we forget that the way they will help us is by sending people into our life that are going to help us. They cannot help us like they sometimes can, but sometimes they need also people. They send people into our life to help us, and this is the divine intervention. So be open to see the help you are receiving and to accept it. And it's okay to, like, accepting help and saying I need help is not failing, because I feel like you feel like you're disappointing yourself and disappointing others when you accept help and you admit you need help, but there is nothing shameful in that. It's the opposite. Thank you.
Nick, just to let you know, my iPad is not allowing me to put people on the list. So
Okay,
I'm,
I'm doing it.
I'm just
No worries.
letting you know. I can't keep up with that. So,
Okay. Yes, Amy, you're on the list. And Brandy, you're on the list.
and Kaylee had a question. Okay.
What does it mean if clear quartz shatters and fractures and sides are like rainbows? Does it mean it's had enough of me, absorbed too much energy? It can mean a lot of different things. It can mean that there was too much energy and it needed to all get out. It can mean sometimes that the crystal took a hit for you. And instead of you being in harm, the crystal took it. So that's why it could shatter. And sometimes maybe it just wanted to share what was inside with you. And that's another reason why they shatter. But it's never that it had enough of you. Crystals are our friends. We left them here to help us.
So, Carla, if you're here, let me know. Next is Akko.
Hello, Ako. And Kaylee says, all lovely reasons. Thank you. So beautiful. Okay, Ako.
Yes, Janet, you are on the list.
Janet says, crystals are our friends.
They also have really cool messages when you can read crystals.
We need to delete someone with love. Erica Tina. For accurate readings, do not contact Erica Tina. Lovingly deleted. Ako, ako, ako.
Do you know that people who wear crystals, sorry, I'm off on a tangent again. People who wear crystals, it's said that those are the people from Atlantis, and that's the way that they recognize each other, is everyone's wearing crystals.
Oh, that's so cool. And Uncle just says, I love crystals, always wear them. I am drawn to black tourmaline though. Always have them on me. Cool. Um, so Uncle, you received Lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. And this is the card. And you see that she's very content. She's holding this apple, and in the center of this apple, look at the star, and that is the seeds. So be patient and allow these seeds to break open and grow and become fruitful. So you will reap the rewards of what you're putting forth, what you are working on, the inner work that you are doing. It's all for a higher purpose. But be patient and allow yourself to take on that feminine energy. allowing yourself the compassion and moving forward with ease and grace, not rushing through things, staying grounded, trusting the universe is working behind the scenes, even when you don't feel like it, but you will reap the rewards. There's a lot of growth, there's a lot of healing in this card, but there is this strong reminder of it will be fruitful. Your work, your efforts, your energy is not for nothing. It is for the higher good. So be patient with yourself. Enjoy the growth. Enjoy the journey. Don't be hard on yourself. Just step into that feminine energy of love, compassion, ease, and grace. But a lady can also work hard. So it's validation for the work that you're putting in and trusting that you will reap the rewards. It will be fruitful. Divine timing is always divine.
Gail, a message for you from Trisha.
They're still singing it, by the way.
You're welcome, Uncle.
Kaylee, your turn.
But it's cool is because Gail was in our class on Saturday as one of our guests, and she got to see some of you guys. So that was nice. I think Double Trouble is going to be Gail and Nick.
Okay. I
What
start.
order would you like to go in, Nick?
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay. Now they're singing You Light Me Up by Josh Groban. Is that the song?
That's for Kaylee.
That's just what's going through my head right now. I decided to change the tune.
And Carla is on now. I hope you're home and not driving, Carla.
Kaylee, you got the card Battle of the Blues. And it shows someone in the water and with a sword. We call it sword in English, right? This Neel? Is that the name of it? Okay.
Yeah, that's a
And
sword.
sword. Okay. And the message is take steps towards positive change. And what I'm feeling for you, Kaylee, from this message is that this person has been in the recent time going through a battle. Like you have been going through challenge after challenge, challenge after challenge. You've been like in a war zone and you've been fighting on so many different levels and you are exhausted. So it's time now to be in this rejuvenating water, to put your arms down, to rest, clear your energy, and take this time of rest to focus on the positive changes you can make. It's time to end the war you are having with yourself, with your life, with the challenges you are facing. And I'm not saying that you have created these challenges. They are obstacles that took place in your life because they were meant to come to the surface so that you can face them and go through them and learn from them. But it's like you learned what you had to learn, and it's time now to step up and to let go of what happened and move forward to something better, to something new, and let all the sadness and the emotions that were triggered from what was going on, let them go into this water. Let this water clean up all the residue, all the mess, and so that you can get out of it um, with a positive, clear energy. And you can focus on the future, the present, and the future, and be a new version of you. Thank you.
Okay, well, I picked the cards the same time you did because I wanted to see, how the message would continue, and it's really cool. So the first one that I picked was wholeness, and that's just everything that Nick just talked about, in that you've been very scattered, and now you need to kind of come back to yourself so that you can be whole again. And so wholeness, the stone associated with it is turquoise. If you have turquoise, that would be really good right now. And then the second card is higher self and selenite, which is all pure white light. So allow that pure white light to cleanse and heal you. And I like to think that this ball of light is then you that has become whole from the first card. So it's really to just let yourself have this period of healing and coming back to yourself, because you give away parts of yourself too easily and you need to keep them for you. Ianla Van Zant, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I once heard her speak and she said, imagine that your energy is a coffee cup. What happens is women, we generally tend to just pour till the coffee cup is empty and then we're depleted. But really, we don't have any energy to give away unless our coffee cup is overflowing. So what do you need to fill your coffee cup again so that then you can have stuff to give away? And water would be a great way to do it because it would transmute a lot of things.
Thank you, Gail. Carla, you are next. We waited for you. Lydia, your name is still on the list. Janet had a question for you, Gail.
Mm-hmm. My favorite book on crystals is The Crystal Healer. Out of all the crystal, and trust me, I have a lot of crystal books. The thing I love about this book is it's broken down by colors. And then in the back, it gives you like different combinations of crystals you can use together for different healing things, different illnesses. There's all different kinds of things that you can use. And so it's a really cool book. The Crystal Healer by Philip Permont. The other one is The Book of Stones, is probably my other favorite crystal book. And isn't it nice? I have them all sitting right here. Let's see. Favorite book about crystals. Oh, and the deck of cards, if you like to play with cards, that I've been using a lot. Avalanche. Daily Crystal Inspirations. This is a really cool deck of crystal cards. So I'm done now.
Carla is next. Carla, I'm sorry, I'm not sure. I can't remember if you asked for Gail specifically or the wheel, so I'll go with the wheel. And of course, it will be Gail.
So, Carla, before I even pick a card, they just want me to say the healing work that you need to continue to do to heal your physical body is around your heart and not your physical heart. There's a lot of sadness, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of things that are getting in the way of you physically healing your body. So, to start working on your heart from an energetic perspective. So, by that, I mean, you could eat foods that are green. You could work with a green crystal. You could wear clothes that are green. But that's going to be the biggest thing for you right now. Let's see what 2 cards you get. So you got grounding, smoky quartz, and of course, it's all green. So it's about, in one of the coolest ways that I ever heard chakras talked about was that in every chakra, there's every layer. So even in your heart chakra, there's the grounding layer, the who you are layer, your power layer, the heart layer, your throat, the third eye, and your crown chakra. So that's all within your heart too. So really grounding all of those things together. And if you do that and do all that work, you get to have joy and gratitude. And you get to be in balance, and you get the yin yang, I couldn't think of the name, yin yang symbol. And the stone is kunzite and hiddenite are the 2 stones associated, pink and green. Because heart energy for adults is usually green, heart energy for kids is usually pink. But people who are on the spiritual path, who still have a lot of that childlike wonder, their heart centers are green. And we usually attract a lot of energy vampires because people are trying to get to that pure heart that we have. So is really starting to be aware of all that. And I am just not so no nonsense today.
Are we being a bad influence on Gail?
You guys are rubbing off on me.
We like this version of you. Janet is next.
I just feel like sometimes when you do readings, people need information with it because things come up and people have questions.
I wish in the casino we could be this consistent.
You know, it's really funny because I do like to gamble. And when I walk behind people, they win. Doesn't translate to me, but when I walk behind people, everyone starts winning. It's so funny.
Can you come to Montreal and I'll go play?
Well, yeah, go to Montreal, play, and Nikki put in the money for me because I can't even win at bingo. She had set aside amount for which was supposed to be
Janet,
for me, and lost everything.
Your first card is intention. Really thinking about what it is that you want to do because you're in a period of transition right now where you're kind of disheartened about where your life is and you want to go in a very different direction. So be really clear about intentions and what you want to bring that in. And the stone, again, golden topaz. And then, I love when this happens. And then the second card is creation, zinc site. So it's all about what do you want to create? What is that fire inside you that's been burning for a really long time that you've been squelching? It's time to let it come to the surface and start to remember all the dreams that you had for yourself because now is the time to accomplish them. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you.
That was right on point. I could validate that for Janet. She's perfect reading.
It's not like I have anything to do with what's coming through today.
Tammy, you are on the list.
Genesis, thank you, thank you.
Oh boy. And people wonder why I don't stay connected very often. All right, Amy. Oh, interesting. The card for you is courage. It's like you're on this high wire act right now, and you're so afraid that you're going to fall that you're not taking any steps to move forward. So, really, just have the courage, because you have a shield, that you're going to be able to get to where you need to go, that no one's going to knock you off the high wire that you're currently on. And the stone associated with it is bloodstone, which is green, a darkish green with a lot of red in it. So, and then the outcome is purification. So if you can kind of get through the fire and off this high wire, then you're going to feel much, what's the word I'm looking for? They keep saying safer, but that's not much, much more ready to take on whatever's going to come your way, knowing that you're going to be able to transmute anything that's going to come up. And black tourmaline is the stone associated with that. I guess I should play with these cards more often.
Okay. Melanie?
It's going to be somebody else this time.
Yes. Just to give you a time for a sip of water.
Thanks, appreciate that. I'm sorry, they're singing another song in my head.
Which one?
They're singing Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
I thought they got back to I've got the power, because this card, Melanie, is inner power, the divine father. And the message is, Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. And the message I got for you, Melanie, is a message of to give you the strength to take your power back from the situation you are going through now. Whether it's a family situation or a situation with your friends, there is something you are going through in your life where you feel like somebody is controlling your life, controlling your decisions, controlling the way you are thinking, the way you are like making decisions, etc. So this is a call from your divine team, from the angel, to remind you that you have the power to take your life in your hands. Like you can make your own decisions. You have free will, and you have also all the strength and all the tools and all the everything it takes to make your own decisions. You don't need any other people's input and other people's guidance or other people to tell you what to do. So when you feel guided to do something for your life, just do it. If you feel it in your heart, do it. Don't wait for validation. Don't wait for someone to give you permission. This is your life. This is your path. So if they don't agree with it, it's bad, too bad for them, but this is your path. They don't have to agree. And when you don't stand in your truth, thinking that by accepting what others want you to be and being what they expect you to be, you think you are making them happy. But if you try to make them happy by making yourself miserable, it goes nowhere good. So make yourself happy by standing in your truth and taking your power back and taking your own decisions, and you will improve everybody's life with that. They can be maybe upset for like a short time, but when you become happier, everybody will become happier too.
Oh, now there's two.
Oh my God. What's
Double trouble. Are you going to clone yourself? Or are there going to be like 3 and then 4 and then?
Just so you guys know, we have some high winds going on, and we've been having some downed wires. So you never know. You never know.
Let's just put a rainbow bubble over your house to protect it.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I always have my rainbows, anyways. But I'll be right back.
okay?
Somebody in the comment section was talking about their grandfather dying and having
Yeah.
dreams. And I just think, yes, that's all very true. Oftentimes when we're sleeping, the veil's thinner. And if we're very connected to someone, we might start to sense that they're going to be leaving soon. And we're not conscious of it. It's all on an unconscious level. So it's very possible that you had all those dreams before it happened because there were some things that you needed to work through before he passed away. So
Thank you for answering this.
yeah.
Okay. Linda, are you
Dreams are our unconscious's way of working through things in our dream time that we can't work through in our awake time. I'm done.
Okay, I'm just checking if Linda is still here. After Linda, we have Tracy. So Linda, Tracy, Lydia, and Anne Williams. Let me know if you're still here, because just to make sure. The first to answer will be next.
What?
No, I'm telling them the first to answer, they are still here, will be next. Because sometimes people leave and we don't like to read to people who left. I think the previous reading, she wasn't here. Okay, Tina Simpson, are you here? I think Tina is here.
Yes,
Okay,
Tina's here.
Tina's here. Good night, Helen. Thank you, Andrea. Tina, you got the card music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Tina, I know from previous times when you were with us that you have been through difficult times with what happened to your granddaughter, and this is just a message from Archangel Sandalphon to let you know that music is carries such a healing energy, and I think I'm getting that you already know that. I Do you sing, Tina? Do you sing for your granddaughter? Because I this is what I felt, um, because I sort of heard like she already knows that she already sings. So it's music carries a lot of messages to you, and I feel like music releases fear, anxiety, and all the emotions that you cannot express. Sometimes you feel like it's hard for you to express the emotions that are heavy on your heart. So, one way to release those emotions for you would be through singing. So, it's not just about listening to music, it's about singing. So, try to sing. It's not about having a nice voice or not, it's just about singing. Sing loud, and this will help you release all the emotions that are heavy on your heart. Yes.
So while you were pulling that card, and this isn't about the song, it's more about just the chorus, music of the night, because it's about that time of day, and that's when you need the most soothing. So it's really singing at night to even maybe put yourself to sleep. So
Nice. Okay, you sing when you're sad, so that's it. It expresses the emotions.
hmm.
Okay.
And
So
Helen's she's jumping off for the night. So good night, Helen. Thanks for stopping in.
Brandy, that's all Andrea's fault. What's going on with you? What's happening?
Well, I've had a lot of energy around me, so I'm sorry, guys.
Okay. Brandy, you got Archangel Azrael. Archangel Azrael is known to be the archangel of death, and it's one of my favorite archangels. And Archangel Azrael is the archangel who helps us through transformation, transitioning from one state to another. When we go through any sort of grief, when we go through any big change in our life, not the small changes, but the really big transformation in our life situation, when we're transitioning from one situation to another, Archangel Azrael is helping us. So the message on the card is it's time to let go, prepare for change, allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to feel the emotions that are coming up to the surface with the situation you are letting go of, and prepare, like, prepare yourself for a new uh, a new life coming for you, and ask for help. Don't think of carrying this burden alone, and don't think of, like, when we let go of something, even if it hurts, we think of it as really something negative that is happening to us. But every change is a positive thing, even when it hurts. Nothing that changes to bring us something worse than what we had. We always change to improve. We don't change to go backwards. So when you think of it this way, it gets easier to handle the pain that comes with grief. So Archangel Azrael is helping you.
Yeah, so we were asked who was the troll. Yeah, that was a troll that I just deleted, guys. Sandy Tussey. So Randy says thank you.
Okay, since I don't, I mean, I only have Tammy Lynn still, because the other people on the list are not responding when I'm calling their names. I will ask everyone who is still on the live and who did not have a reading to let us know, because I still have 9 people in the list, but they are not answering when I'm calling their names. So if you're still here and you didn't have a reading, please let me know. Yes, Tammy.
Maybe, maybe they're
Oops,
having technical issues.
maybe. And MK, I told MK that at the end we would give her a message from Talking to Heaven from Brian.
Right. I've been quiet for a while. I've been behaving myself.
And don't forget, guys, to subscribe to the YouTube channel just in case something happens to the Facebook platform.
All right, Tammy, you got self-discipline. Well, I'm in another spot now. Self-discipline, and that is about really giving yourself the time and energy that you need to accomplish the things that you want, and fluorite is the crystal associated with it. Also, this card is more about our connection with everything that is. So really, to me, it's about you learning to use your gifts to their fullest capacity and to bring that all in for yourself. And then if you do that, then you're going to have clarity. And this is actually the card that's on the front of the box with the cards. So clarity, which is clear quartz, which is about seeing things as they really are, not necessarily how we want to see it or how other people want to see it, but what the real thing is. And I think that's the direction you're moving with your insights, because you're going to have clarity.
Thank you. So I think that's it. And we have MK. So since the three of us have talking to heaven, let's see the wheel.
And then we should pick a card for Neil for her birthday.
Of course.
Aw, thank you, Gail.
Yeah. Neil, it's all you.
I get to play. Right. So, talking to heaven. Let's see if MK.
MK, do you have dreams with Brian?
Exactly. Thank you. Because he's saying that he's stepping in and he's definitely talking about the dreams. So go ahead, go for it, Gail.
I was just going to say that whether you're aware of him or not, he's coming through in your dreams. You might not be remembering because it might still be too painful for you, but he's with you every night in your dream time. And so just when it's not going to be as painful, you'll be able to start to remember more, but just know that he's always there.
And this was this is actually validation for the message that I gave her the last time, was about him getting really excited because he has been coming to her in her dreams, and that he wanted to be able to, because she's picking up on a lot of messages right now. And so right now I have a lot of excited energy, and he says thank you to you, Gail, for validating this information, because he's been trying to get her to pay attention more to her dreams. But he's impatiently being patient. Let's just say he's wanting to really spend time with you in that dream state. So allow yourself to do that. He loved the sacred time that you guys have recently been spending during the day, and he's really stepping forward again, emphasizing the dreams. So pay attention to your dreams, MK. He is being patient with you on that, but he is very excited as well. He says the cards are just for fun, Mom. The cards are just for fun. He's wanting to spend some serious time with you, so this is cool. Oh, this is beautiful. I believe this is validation in regards to your flower garden. You know, she's creating a garden for Brian, and this card has a lot of flowers in it. I have no more earthly worries. He doesn't want you to have any earthly worries as well, Mom. He's sitting there with you all the time, giving you so many signs. He's so happy that you are open to receive his messages, and he can't wait for you to spend time with him and remember. So allow yourself to remember. You can get crystals, and Gail could probably tell you which one would probably be best for remembering your dreams and asking for clarity on the messages behind them. But when you have these visions in your dreams, they're going to be very vivid. They're going to be very like it's happening in the moment, because for him it will be happening in the moment. And he's wanting you to again remind you to release any of those ideas that he's carried over with him, any issues, because now he has no earthly worries, and he doesn't want you to worry about it as well. he's looking forward to that beautiful garden of flowers, and he wants to communicate with you on a deeper level. It's going to be very vivid. Um, at night, set your intentions, not I would like to or I hope to, but be very specific in saying, I will be spending time with Brian this evening. So there could be a crystal that you might want to put under your pillow, or a tiny one you can tape onto your third eye, which it's just as good under the pillow or on the dresser, just near you. The energy doesn't need to be actually touching you in order for the crystal to work, but whatever you feel resonates with you. So, and also you can uh, do the water. Clear all your day's chaos away when you're drinking like half a glass of water, taking a sip, and just with that intention of I am creating a clear and open channel to receive. Um, I have him on my dresser. Oh, how nice. Well, he's with you always. Okay. Remember, our loved ones are not attached to anything that was in the physical, as far as if you don't have this with you, you don't have me with you. You have him with you wherever you go. So allow yourself to just be open to all of the messages during the day, and really set the intention before you go to sleep. And when you wake up, you can drink the rest of your water, and with the intention of creating that clear memory of that evening's visit. So, Gail, do you have anything? Yeah, there you go.
MK, one of the things, there's two things. One, I don't know how you feel about writing, but he wants you to start communicating with him through writing. So get a notebook and just set the intention that you're going to get messages from him. And then I want you to sit for a couple minutes with just your hand on your heart and connect. And then when you're done with that, then open your eyes and just write, because he's going to do some automatic writing through you. May eventually turn into a book. I don't know. But he has a lot to say. And if you've never read the book, The Secret Life of Billy Fingers, you might really like that book.
The Afterlife of Billy Finger.
Oh, the Afterlife of Billy Fingers. Yeah. If you've never read that, you might really like that, because I think it's going to be the kind of relationship you're going to have with him.
She says, yes, I've been doing that. Thank you, Gail. And then Janet had a question as well.
The stone that works the best with finances is citrine. That's the stone that's usually used for financial success and abundance.
Lydia is back.
Oh, Rachel's here too. You're welcome, MK. And Janet says, thank you, Gail.
Lydia, you got the card, A Child's Love. The love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. The message I get for you, Lydia, I feel like you have a certain, the message I get for you is a reminder about the relationship between a parent and a child. And I feel like you have a lot of pain concerning a broken relationship. Um, is I'm hearing foster care or adoption. I don't know why I'm getting this like foster care or adoption, like something about parenting and you're carrying like a lot of pain. I don't know if it's not you, but there is a lot of issue in this field, and it's just a reminder that yes, the relationship is sacred between the children and the parents, but after all, family is and the blood relationship is not, I mean, it is so important, but it's not the most important relationship. The relationship, okay, your grandson lives with you and he is 8. So maybe that, so you are raising your grandson. Maybe that's, and he is having a hard time, because I'm feeling that there is some issue around this, and this situation is causing you some pain. But the reminder I have for you is that the parent is not necessarily the one who gives birth to the child. The parent is the one who teaches values to the child. It's the one who communicates the love to the child, who gives them the who teach them how to handle life, raise the child to have to be an independent, good, kind individual. So you have this frustration because sometimes you do have this frustration, like not to feel the support in this regard. But just know that the work you are doing and the love you are giving to this child is divine love. It's you are being more than a parent to him. It doesn't matter if you gave birth to the child or not. He is your child. And the love a child can give you, even if you don't feel it right now, you will receive it in the future, because I'm hearing children can be ungrateful as kids, but they can. I feel like you're feeling a lot of frustration because there is none. Some people are ungrateful. I don't know if it's the child, but I'm hearing not grateful. So I don't know who that is, but don't feel frustrated, because you will be really rewarded, and the divine is seeing everything you are doing and all the efforts you are giving.
Everybody's quiet. And Rachel, She didn't ask for a card, so Rachel, before we sign off, if you want a card, you better drop it in the comments, girl. But she did make a suggestion to Janet in regards to the stress about money. She says,
That's a great book.
"It's Not Your Money" by Tasha Silver is a great book. So if anybody is frustrated about their finances, great suggestion by our. She is a massive, she's a bookie. So I love that.
There's another card, another book by Jen Sincero, who's a coach. It's Badass with Making Money or something like. All her books are called Badass something, but there's one about money that's really good as well.
Cool. Yeah, a lot of the people in our audience are big readers. So whenever a
Mhm.
book comes up, they're just like, "What's the name
Well,
of it?"
there's all my books. No, I'm just kidding.
I know. Yeah, you've got a lot of books. You guys check
I'm
out her
just
book.
kidding.
She's actually, guys, for those of you who are parents and grandparents, Lydia, she has a beautiful book. Can you tell them about the dragon and the was it the
Oh,
dragon?
yeah, I wrote a children's book called Be Free to Be Yourself, The Magical Unicorn, I think is what it's
Ah,
called. And it's a journey about
there it is.
healing. Yeah.
Doesn't it have a dragon or a dragonfly in it?
Yes, there's a dragon, fairies, and a bunch of other things in there. Yeah. Princesses. Uh-huh.
Neil is frozen.
I was looking to see if I had a copy of it. Yeah, well, I guess maybe we should move on to the next reading.
Yeah. Okay, it's Jenna.
Okay.
I'm going to be right back. I need to go answer a phone call.
Yeah, okay, sure. Hi, Aura. Neil, is that you?
I was trying to remove my other video because I see it in the waiting room, but I'm afraid to touch anything.
Jenna, you got the card attachment. And I will read the message. I release all attachments. Change me, divine beloved, into one who trusts that the perfect relationship always arrives on time. Let me feel worthy and deserving of love. Jenna, when a relationship is ending, whether it is a loving romantic relationship or a relationship with a friend, we feel attached to the person and we feel like heartbroken. We feel like we are missing a part of ourselves because of the memory. We feel like really um, like something big is missing in our life. But when you think of it, if a chapter is ending and someone is leaving your life, what are you missing exactly? If you think of it, you imagine that it's the person you are missing. But when you let your emotions calm down and you think quietly, you will realize that what you are really missing are the good moments you have spent with this person It's the good memories. It's what you have felt and not the person. It's exactly the things that this person made you feel. So if you, the feeling that you had with the person, you can have them by yourself. You don't need anyone to have any kind of love feelings. You can love yourself, and you can give yourself whatever anyone else is giving you. And by being true to yourself, you won't need anyone else. So if someone chooses to live your life, whether it's a friend or a partner, let them go. Let them go, because by letting them go, you will find your true self. And once you find your true self, your light will shine brighter. And when your light shines brighter, you will attract more people. And the new people you will attract will be genuine and won't want to leave your side. So if you feel sad, heartbroken because someone has left you or chose to not to have you in their life, just release the attachment, because the more you stay attached, the more you are giving them your power and the more you are causing yourself pain.
I'm reading you guys' comments. Ha ha ha. Okay. The world can't handle two of me. Yeah, she's all over the place, astral travel and crap. Okay. Yeah. So I'm watching you guys. I'm not touching anything because I don't want to uh, go zap again.
Okay, we have some people who came back. We have Rachel now who is here, and we have Linda who came back. So, Rachel, and we have Aura.
And Genesis, that was so nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See? You see what you get? Talking all that on that? See what happens, Rachel? She was out this weekend being motorcycle mama, traveling around. Okay. Rach.
Aura Mary.
Okay, so you've got guides stepping in, Rachel. They're directing me on how to cut the cards. And they're bossing you around. Okay. So you received star ancestors, hidden secrets, um, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. So you got some inner work. You know, you've been doing a lot of work, but they're saying dig a little deeper. Okay, allow yourself to really tune in, get out of the chaos. Yes, it's great that you are allowing yourself some rejuvenation time, just forgetting about all of this and just having a blast. But they're saying as well, find the happy medium of everything, go into Go into the yin and yang, balancing your feminine and your masculine energies. Enjoy the season as you dig deeper, going outside, expressing all of your concerns to the wind, and allowing those concerns to become lighter and float away as you ground deeper, connecting to nature and really feeling the essence of non-judgment. You stepping into this nature, touching the trees, touching the water, allowing yourself to take in this life force energy. It's more than opening the door from your house to your outside. It is opening your soul from the inside out. Oh, that was cool. Thank you. Sacred pause with there is a specific tree that calls to you. There's a specific tree around your property that is calling to you and says, touch me. Touch me and go deeper. Allowing the sounds of the water. So there's must be water near your house. Allowing the sounds of the water to flow with the grace and ease as it travels the emotions. It's journeying the emotions away from you that don't serve you. There's some chaos going on inside of you that is saying, just let it flow. Let it flow. Honor your human side. Touching this there's a very specific tree that is calling you to touch it, to feel its energy, to reconnect, and to go deeper. And when you are touching this tree, you're being asked to release into the wind all of your concerns and cares and allow the sound of the water to let your emotions flow. If there's tears, allow them to energetically flow into this water as it washes through the curved waves, over the rocks, the pebbles, the shorelines, creating this new energy of a deeper and connected self. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, sorry. So, lost wisdom. Dig deep, girlfriend. What'd you say? Huge, beautiful tree near a creek right in my backyard. It's my maple. Well, yeah, go connect. So, and just let it all flow. So, thank you for the validation.
Linda, are you still here? I saw that Linda came back, but I just want to make sure she's still here now.
You're welcome, Rachel. Okay, so if Linda is still here, we'll do Linda, and then we'll be signing off.
No, Linda is here. No, after Linda, we have Aura
Oh.
Mary.
Okay.
Yeah. And Linda is here.
Oh, I'd love that, Rachel. She says she'll send me a pic. Cool.
And
then we have
a birthday reading for you.
That's right. Yay me. Thank you, Gail. See, I've been so excited about that that I've just been glitching on and off all day. Can't contain my energy. Yes, it is Friday. Oh, speaking of Friday, guys, while I'm still online, Um, my Phoenix Friday show. Nick and I are going to do a very, very special Phoenix Friday show. You're not going to want to miss this episode, guys. It's going to be hilarious. Why? Because I'm going to be the guest and Nick is going to interview me. And this is going to take place, this Phoenix Friday show, Nikki, it's
August 5.
August 5th, guys. So tune in for that. I will do some advertisement for it. So this is going to be interesting. I have no idea what kind of questions she's going to throw at me. So we'll see what happens. And then on the 22nd, we have 22 and You. We're going to really try to keep that down to I'm going to try to push it to an hour, but Nikki has some things that she needs to do on that day. She has a guest coming in, but we will try to really get that 22 and You show on the 22nd for you. Okay, enough promotion. Linda. That's going to be so weird. Phoenix Friday where I'm the guest. And Nikki's asking the question. That's going to be funny. All right. Linda. Linda, you're being called to answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Why do I feel like you've gotten this message before? Okay. I don't know if you can see this, how she's sitting there. She's watching the world. She sees what it's supposed to be. She knows that there is more. She knows that there is a divine purpose for her life. What is it that you are in doubt of that is making you not take this leap of faith? You're being called to answer the call. And you see what heaven on earth can be. You know this innately within you, that there is more to you. You've always known that there is more to you than what you're allowing yourself to really believe. It's like part of you is saying, you remember. And then the other side is saying, yeah, but. And so you're being called to release the yeah, but those thoughts of old beliefs or what other people may have said to you or what you may be worried about other people saying about you. It's your soul is calling you to answer. It's calling you to remember and to believe, to step into this belief that you energetically, you in your heart chakra, the energy of that love and light can be expressed to help create as above, so below. Yeah, okay. So I'm getting as above, so below, as above, so below. Allow yourself to put 2 feet down with one on one side and one on the earth, staying grounded yet tapped into your divine. Finding the harmony of fulfilling your spiritual journey while maintaining your physical needs. And discerning what those physical needs are. Are you holding on to something that is hindering your path in answering the call because of old stories? Step into the new story of who you're being called to be. Repeat that until you believe it, because your soul is repeating it to you, and your heart is calling your head to collaborate together by releasing the old beliefs, releasing the fears of how it might look to other people. The important thing is what your heart is calling you to do. And your heart right now is calling you to answer the call. To answer the call of expressing your truth and standing in your light. You don't have to sit on the sidelines and wonder if anymore. If you were wondering if you should take this leap of faith, this is your validation to do so. So, how are you meant to answer the call? You're very welcome.
Okay. So I think we still have two persons and we can close the show for tonight. Neil?
Okay, great.
Okay.
And I want to say thank you to Gail for hanging out with us all day.
Yeah.
Highly appreciated. I know the Rainbow Wheel just loved your energy today. You must have chose the right decks right away today, huh?
So we have Aura and Kathleen Connor.
Maris. Maris. Okay. What I'm getting for you, Mary, is you have a loved one stepping up, and they want you to be aware that this is a message from your loved one, but they're not going for talking to heaven. So they want me to go to another deck, but just to let you know, if you are open to that, please let me know. Absolutely. Cool. Okay, so you got metamorphosis and flexibility. Okay, so with the flexibility, gently flow through the turbulence. That life has the ability to shape you, bend, don't break, which goes hand in hand with the metamorphosis. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is a beautiful thing. So you have both these cards stepping forward, and this is actually coming from a loved one. So they're supporting you in this transition of yours, in this transformation, in this becoming. And they're asking you to really trust the process that the universe is saying to you in this moment. It is happening for you, not to you. Even though this transformation is yours, what they're saying to you is to appreciate the journey, to allow yourself to really dig deep in each moment, understanding that when you learn something, give yourself time to integrate it, to appreciate it, to make it become part of your essence. If we rush ourselves to absorb all of the information that is helping us become a new, become a light, become someone who can stand in their truth and fly with their wings, each process of seeking, of retaining, of researching means sacred pauses. and stepping into that appreciation of the journey, of that transformation. But your loved one is coming forward and saying, yes, times can be turbulent, times can be hard, but give yourself this compassion. Know that we are around you and we are supporting you in this journey. And the more you allow yourself to transform, the more you will feel their energies around you. So be patient with yourself, enjoy the journey, enjoy the transformation. Make sure you give yourself time to integrate the information, but feel their energy. And the more you allow this transformation, the more you will feel them around you. It's been a lot past couple of months. Yes, it has been. It has been. But even through this turbulence, it's part of the process. It's part of the process. And when we can allow ourselves to experience the pain, we can also allow ourselves to experience more fully the joy. So, probably is. It probably is. But I'm hearing they. So there's more than one. So they are supporting you. Okay. So thanks, Aura.
And our last reading for tonight.
She says, I've got a whole tribe. Yeah, they're supporting you. You're very welcome. What deck are you going to use for me, Gail? Inspiring minds want to know.
You're muted, Gail.
What deck do you want?
Whatever deck calls to you. Uh-oh.
Kathleen, you got the card Panda. And the message says, stay balanced and in your essence. Archangels Mary, Jophiel, and Sandalphon. This card is calling you to examine your life and look at what areas in your life are you putting more energy and effort in and ignoring, um, like what aspect of your life are you ignoring now? Are you, for example, ignoring your health to take care more of your business? Or are you ignoring uh, your business to take care of your family? Or are you like, there is a certain lack of balance in your life and you're putting too much effort and too much energy into one field rather than balancing everything. And when we are out of balance, we feel like our body feels it and gives us signs. And it gives us signs by we start having pains, we start having some physical issues, some illnesses. It can start very small, and if we don't pay attention, the signs gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And sometimes we don't understand where our illnesses are coming from, and it's only coming from a lack of balance, a lack of attention that we give to the little things in our life. So what this card is asking from you is just to ask the archangels for help to bring more joy into your life. And I feel that this is what's lacking. The balance that is lacking is that you are putting more effort into work, into the things that are on your to-do list rather than on what you need to be in your life. And what you need to be is what makes you feel happy. So you're not focusing on your happiness, you're focusing on what you need to accomplish. So Archangel Jophiel is the archangel of beauty and creativity. Ask for her help so that you can see life in a more attractive and beautiful way. And Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel who brings music into our life, and music is harmony. So harmony is balance and joy at the same time. So call on them and they will help you. There is nothing wrong with you. If you feel like your body's failing you, if you feel like you don't have energy, you don't have motivation, there is nothing wrong physically. It's just that you are not putting yourself first on the list. You are just trying to accomplish so much in the day. Focus on yourself, give some time to yourself, and you will feel better and everything will get better.
Okay. Before we do my reading, that was the last. That was the last one, right, Nick?
Yes, we ended for today.
Okay. So last week's your homework was connecting with your spirit guides, and this one is even better because this week's homework is going to be calling cards from heaven. So all of us have somebody on the other side. So your homework is about the signs connecting. Um, and in the back, it has the homework assignment. I will take a picture of the front and the back of this card and post it for everyone to do their mediumship homework this week. That'll be fun. I share what signs you got from your loved ones in that post. Okay, I'll behave now.
All right. Well, since you kind of dared me, of course, this is the deck that I picked. We're going to use the secret language of light cards.
I thought so. As soon as I was like, uh-oh.
That was your doing. So, all right. So the challenge for you is variance, and that it's about learning to see things a little bit differently and to see the variances in things and not be so locked into it needing to look a certain way, and to really think outside the box.
I like outside box.
The gift is remembrance, because once you get past the variance, then everything goes into flow, in this golden light or Christos energy that you're tapped into fully blossoms and fully comes out of that. And then the gift, no, then the outcome, right? So challenge, gift, I did 3 cards. It's manifestation. Then you get to create all the things that you actually, there's the card, which is really cool because they all kind of blend together. And that the variance is really seeing, which is interesting because it's number 39. So lots of 3s. So lots of Trinity, lots of Christos energy that then goes with the remembrance card. And then manifestation is 25, which is 7. So
Thank
it's
you.
gonna be an interesting trip around the sun this year.
Thank you. Yes, it is going to be. And it is, it's really on point. It really is. With everything that I've got going on and my challenge card. And just being open to an open box in regards to things that I'm working on right now. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nick, are you gonna give me some too? I'm gonna get greedy.
Yes, I am. A divine beloved card.
Uh-oh. Okay, you guys are gonna get deep on me. You know that's my deck, Gail. And Nik knows I love the Divine Beloved. That deck comes alive for me every time, Gail. The
What, the
images.
secret language of light cards?
Yes.
Unfolding
See, synchronicity.
according to your will. Change me, divine beloved, into one who lets you guide things according to your will. May the highest unfold in all ways. Release control, release control. Should I repeat it? Release control.
My guides know me so well. So well. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, both of you, for that. Really, I know, I know, I know. Oh, okay. Validation. Validation. Thank you. Brandy,
Thanks for
release.
letting me be a part of tonight. It was fun.
Oh, thank
Thank you,
you.
Gail.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so much
ladies.
for being with us.
Okay, guys. So we will see you on the 22nd, my birthday for 22, and you, and then again on Sunday, the 24th for the ABC. Then the following Tuesday, but keep an eye open for the post in regards to this Bass Ackwards Phoenix Friday show that we're going to have. So we're going to start my new month off with something crazy.
And I will add something. Since it's not a surprise, like we did say on Sunday on ABC that we wanted to do a Zoom gathering for your birthday, and
Ah,
it will be on Saturday, uh, most probably at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The time is not decided yet. So, those who are interested, contact me or Brandy or Andrea. So,
oh, oh,
me or Brandy or Andrea.
thank you guys. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Okay, so Gail, you going to come if you're not busy? If you're not busy. So, all right, guys. So it again, big thank you, lots of love and light to our Gail. She's always so awesome with her no nonsense intuitiveness. But today she was a little bit talkative and sharing all of this metaphysical stuff. So if you guys liked what she had to share today, that's just a taste of what this woman can do. So she's got the special going on, $40 for 20 minutes. You can get in touch with her and book a session. Check out her mandalas. She's got the link tree that you can just check out all of her connections all over social media, um, and metaphysical. So again, if you liked what she had to share, check out From Fear to Freedom. And on Wednesdays, she has a metaphysical chat with her good friend Kelly. And if you guys have any questions, concerns about how things work with the universe, Gail's your gal. Okay, so check her out. Gail, as always, it's been a pleasure. I love hanging out with you. You are so awesome. So thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. We shine brighter
Together.
together. Woohoo! All right, so it is aloha from me.
And good night from me.
And she's being no nonsense, but I'm sure it's good night from
Night
Gail
from
too.
me too.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.